Well. What's going on, Jackson? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening? You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing? Hope we had a good night rest last night. Today, Tuesday. Hey, it's August the 4th. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's winding on down, ain't it? It's the 8th month. Got 4 more months before this got 4 more months before this year is over with. Second, I guess this is what is this? The second quarter. Hey, let's see what can we accomplish within before the next quarter. You know what I mean? Uh, what is it? Is it the second quarter? I'm trying to see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. Well, no, it's not the second. I'm trying to see. There's a January, February, March, April, right? And May, June, July, August. I just say for the second. Yeah, it's the second quarter. This is the second quarter. This is the second quarter. Yep, yep. Hey, see, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in this second quarter. you know, they got a lot of. It's a lot of you know, it's a lot of stuff that's been cycling in the news. Of course, you know about the Nolan Wells case, but you know, they only highlighting the stuff that don't affect that's not going to jeopardize the case. That is so allegedly, you know what I'm saying? That's just what they doing. Like those arrests that they was making with somebody up in Mass and somebody over in California. You know what I'm saying? They've been, man, that's old news. They've been told that on the net. They've been told that. That was whack. See them whack stories. That's what they put out because they know it ain't no credence to it. See what I'm saying? Resident, ain't no credence to it. See, the case the case with the audio the audio is credence to that. From the beginning all the way to the end, it's credence to it. And man, they all them going say so. All these goddamn negative ass folks gonna say, white folks and black folks gonna say, the folks minds is playing tricks on them. That they hearing stuff. I ain't got nothing to gain. I'm blind as Ray Charles, and I know what I heard. And I know what I heard. I heard Nolan. I heard, oh my God, in a I can't believe it way. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe that. I can't believe what is really going on. Like, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? She was like, it was a woman. It was a woman. Like, I can't believe that. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't put it on my headphones to hear the rest. But I can tell y'all that off the rip. I can tell y'all that off the rip. I heard, that's what I know, that's what I heard with the naked ear. Oh my God, and I heard Nolan. So, I mean, but like I said, but mainstream media ain't gonna put that out. Believe that. Question: Isn't that their job to put out? Isn't that their job to tell the news? Isn't it their job? Back in the days, the media was obnoxious. They didn't give a ding dong. Back in the days, the media would have put that out. There would have been a reporter. There would have been a news press conference down there in Jackson County. They would have been interviewing that sheriff. It would have been a major news conference, and they would have exploded back in the days. One of them reporters would have came up with, because see, back in them days, you had, of course, you had your radio reporters, you had your newspaper reporters, you had your television reporters. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm telling you, yo, they would have been bombarded with questions, and somebody would have had got it from a source, because the internet wouldn't have been out. The internet wasn't out, so somebody would have got to say, hey, isn't it true that you had got this? Let me play this for you. No. They would have played that mess, and they'd have blown that story out the water. And that news reporter would have been, been like an anchor or something. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, what they would do is they would make them when the news, when them field reporters be out there and they be breaking them news, they break the news, and they ask the question, relevant question, or they have sources. Same thing like with the newspaper, they be having sources. See that's what it is. They became lazy, and like I said, all these operation managers and all this stuff over these media, man, they all came lazy. And because the internet made them lazy, because they like, well, we don't know what to believe, we don't know what to put out there, so we're just gonna put out these standardized, we're just gonna circumvent a lot of that stuff, and we're just gonna put some stuff out that's not harmful, that can jeopardize whatever, and they're gonna focus just on that. Man, please. I'm just saying. But that's what they used to do back in the days. Man, please. The folks would have blown that case out the water, son. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if it had been in a case like Nolan Wells. You know what I'm saying? But probably would. Because a big story that's got big attention, somebody's going to benefit from it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's going to get funded for it. Somebody's going to drop some bread on it. You know what I'm saying? Whoever could put out the best story, they're going to get, y'all going to get some funds. You know what I'm saying? That's going to make our news organization look good. Whoever can make this story big, and then everybody going to start, because see, the more listeners that they get, you know what I'm saying? The more, the advertisement come into play. Everybody the advertisement gonna want to deal with them, because they putting out real good media. See what I'm saying? So the advertisers gonna want to be in the loop of that reputation. But they don't do that crap no more. They don't do that no more. They don't. But anyway, so y'all see what happened with y'all seeing what's happening with this strike, right? Y'all seeing what's happening with this strike. They had on today, well, not today, but yesterday, they had Dr. Sky Crawford on there. Okay. Yep. Look, everybody know that all that's privilege. You know what I'm saying? We get that. You know what I'm saying? But the point is that when is it going to become necessary? Look, let me tell you something. What the hell is he really trying to say? What really Scott Crawford is trying to say? Is he trying to tell them that they need to just get it together and just go with the flow? Hell no. Is that what he's trying to say? Nah, I ain't. I don't. So if that's what he's allegedly trying to say, then I don't subscribe to that. Because just like riding the bus is a privilege, going on strike is a privilege. That's a privilege too. Well, that's a right. They have a right to exercise their constitutional protected right. You know what I'm saying? They have a right to protest, to do a violate protest. That's what we want to call it. But they have a right. No, I'm like, please. So we're talking about rights and privileges. If we're talking about rights and privileges, okay, so those people are exercising their constitutional protected right. They have a right to assemble. That's the word I'm looking for. They have a right to assemble. If they're not impeding or they're not violating the rights of others, they have a right to assemble. So those people is within the law. They're within the law. So it's like, well, we're not sure if there will be another transportation company that's going to want to come in here and take this over very easily. Don't play. Don't play. Don't play. Don't play. They make the presentments. They get TransDAV back up in here. They make the presentments. They get MTA up in here. I'm telling you. If they make the right presentments, but see, I don't know if I need to say this or not, but because I know I'm gonna be on the line when I say it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Who gonna get broke off? It's about who gonna get broke off. Who gonna get that? Who gonna get broke? It's about who gonna get that bread. Who gonna get paid off? If I bring you in here, how much you gonna pay me? I ain't saying no names, but I'm just saying, who gonna get broke off? I mean, because evidently, let's be clear. Let's be clear. I'll say this until you get it. I'll say this until someone else that views this video understand where I'm coming from. If TransDAV was getting it right, what the hell MV Transport was in here for? Oh, they underbidded TransDAV. So if they underbidded TransDAV, okay, what was the contingency with getting this contract? And I was talking to a friend yesterday. A friend of mine was chit-chatting about this mess, and they was conveying to me that, I think MV Transport allegedly may have 2 more years on their contract, right? That means regardless if they get on down, the city's still gonna have to pay them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If that's true, resident, listen to what I'm gonna say. If that's true, I need to. You know what I need to do? Tomorrow I'm gonna probably work with my cordless microphones because I want to be able to go get some more coffee and talk to you at the same time. But if that's true, that means that they're only going to pay them the contract price that was agreed upon. Bottom line. No more, no less. But if MV Transport pays some bread out their pocket to help the city, for example, like what they're doing right now with these temporary drivers, like for changing up them routes, that was no cost to the city. Putting all these apps in and these websites and stuff like that costs. They have to have somebody come in and program that stuff to the city. You know what I'm saying? GPSs and all that mess. Putting all this equipment inside the buses. That costs. At no cost to the city? Come on, y'all. Let's be 100 about that. Let me be clear about that. They want their money. They gonna want their bread. Ain't no way they gonna walk silently in the night. I bet you a quiet lawsuit gonna be brought up. I bet you that. I'm telling you, I bet you a silent lawsuit is gonna be made. If a new company comes in here, silent lawsuit will be made by MV Transport that they're gonna sue this city. So, but what I'm saying is that all of this right here could have been avoided. All this could have been avoided. I could not get that document because I have been trying to get the document from the minutes. Man, I swear, I'm gonna be real with you. They got the minutes all screwed up. They report the minutes a certain way. 1 month, one time, then another time, somebody's gonna be talking, gonna be saying what happened, and then they're just gonna be. Then the next time they're gonna give us something. They're gonna give a summary. That sucks. You need to be, because they need to be. J-Trans, Paratrans need to be a little bit more consistent in when they keep their minutes. They need to talk about. They need to highlight. Talk about the highlights. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna talk about the highlights, stay consistent. If you're gonna do a summary, stay consistent. I don't have no problem with that. But my stick is they need to do a summary. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm quite sure that damn thing was transcribed. I want the transcription of the meetings. I don't want just the minutes. I want the transcription. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I was trying to tell dumbasses about, man, I swear to God, man, I swear, folks are on my nerves. They get on my nerves. I'm telling you folks, man, look, we could take this thing and put it on YouTube. We could take this thing and put it on YouTube, put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram, and do it live. It's public. It's a public meeting. Do the J-Trans Paratransit meeting and the City Council meeting. Whatever public meeting that go, put it on live. They so damn backwards. Folks are so goddamn backwards, it's not even funny. I'm learning right now. That's why I'm learning this bash scripting. I'm putting it. Let me go back to this. I'm putting it. The reason why I'm interested, because I want you to get it. I'm interested in you. I'm interested that you get I want you to get the information. That's the only reason why I'm raising sand about this. You know what I'm saying? Because I want the resident, you, to get the information. You know, I'm interested in what you hear. I don't want you to get the information a day later. I want you to get it right there as it's happening. As it's happening. They do it in Flint. They do it in New Jersey. Newark do it. Manhattan do it. They do it everywhere. They do it down there. They do it down there in Port Arthur. In Port Arthur. Come on, man. They do it in New Orleans. They do it in Chi-Town. Why they don't do it here? Come on now. They need to, like I told them, I said, y'all system, what services they really doing to you, resident? I ain't about nothing else. What commitments is they committing to? What type of commitments they committing to you? Because I can about guarantee you this, and I'm just gonna keep it a buck. If this city was half and half white folk and half black folk, not 80% black folk, but half, I bet you they have a live feed. They so ass backwards, it's not even funny. And I know they got engineers down there that can do it. They know. So, but I digress. That's the reason why I'm learning this bad scripting. Bad scripting for me is I'm really getting to understanding to a lot, not just only just the concepts of scripting. I'm getting the concepts of how to use Bash. I can implement things. I'm like right now. I'm sitting there contemplating today. Yo, why can we go live without, without the YouTubes and the Facebooks and, without other platforms, what I'm saying, doing it for us? How can we do it ourselves? You know what I'm saying? Because what I'm saying is, it's not to disparage them, but what I'm saying is that on their website, on the Jackson website, they should have a live link. When you go onto their website, they should have a link. They should have some type of link when you go on their website where they can go live. They can record it as they're talking. We're live. And they send that link, and they can send the link out to YouTube. They can send the link out to Facebook or whatever other platforms that they, that they utilize. And everybody can get. Everybody's not on YouTube. Everybody's not on Facebook. The folks that's on Facebook is not on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? The folks that's on YouTube is not on Instagram. The Instagram folks is not on Facebook. And vice versa, and on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? So why can't we go live? So the resident, you can get it firsthand. As they're saying it, you're getting it. You ain't gotta you don't have to wait for the mainstream media to come on to hear what's going on. But see, I'm gonna tell you, that's too much like right. Them songs would rather put it on regular TV live than for them to go through the rigmarole by sending out links. You know what I'm saying? Or putting a link on their website and forwarding it over to YouTube. I don't know how many subscribers they got on their website that over to YouTube yet, but I'm like, but I'm saying, all I'm saying is the J-Train Paratransit meeting, Ada, and the City Council, all that need to go live. Them same engineers, when J-Train have a meeting, but you see, they're not gonna do that. Let me tell you why. Because Dr. Scott Crawford is doing the thing via Zoom. He's doing it via Zoom. They're not going back up in there. Ada, I don't know if Ada. I think Ada still. I don't know if Ada doing it via Zoom or not, because I hadn't attended an Ada meeting. I don't know if they're doing it Zoom or if they over there at the Hood building. I don't know what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they need to go live because you should get it first. Just like I said, even with an Ada meeting, you still need to know what's going on. Even with because I think when they don't do stuff like that, they hide something. I mean, I'm just this is my thinking. I'm not saying that they are, but I'm just saying, why are you not pushing that? Why are you not pushing that? That right there is important to you, resident. You the resident. You the one that should be. You know what I'm saying? You come first. You come first. All the other stuff that comes, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Folks, I say, y'all, look. I'm unapologetic. I'm unapologetic. I'm telling you, they need to get with the damn times. They need to get with the damn times. I told that to Grizel a couple of meetings ago at the Jane Avenue meeting. They need to get with the times. Just like the Jane Avenue meetings. That's public. We need to have set up a camera up in that joint. I'm ready to do it. But I don't know how to go live yet. If I could just build me a website Just like, matter of fact, Jane Avenue, the Jane Avenue meeting, the Jane Avenue, they got a website, but just have a link. Just have a, man, that'd be dope. I'm just talking, thinking about it as I'm talking to you. I'm telling you, they have the Jane Avenue Community website. If they had a link, if they had like a video link where anytime when they go live on their website, you know what I'm saying? Go live. All you gotta do is just when they go live, they send the link out, and the link goes, goes straight to the people who subscribe to that website, and they'll get the, because it's public. It's public. Like with me, it'd be a different story. You know what I'm saying? If I was to do something like that, it'll be private. Then it would be paid. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna give you that premium price, because I'm gonna give you some. I'm gonna do like, like it's sort of like a live webinar, sort of like, where it's gonna be like a live webinar, but it's not a webinar. But what I'm saying is information. I'm just saying, nah. It's for me. That's like I said. They behind times. They straight up behind times. Grizel know it. Hardly know it. I know they know it. I know they know it. Folks is behind times. They will not come up to date. Now, I give them their little stinking ass props, that when they do, they'll do it like a couple hours later. They'll post it. That ain't no shit. They need to go live. They need to go live, off the rip. It does not matter what anyone listens to it. Look, somebody's going to get somebody's going to get it. Somebody's going to get the notification. I look at it from the comfort of my own home. You know what I'm saying? You got other folks who might want to look at it on their phone, but if you don't give them that option, this what I made. This was the case that I made when the last time we was at the Paratransit meeting live. This was the case that I made. I said that would give people an opportunity to view it on their phone. They could be on the bus. They could be they could be at work. They could be somewhere, and they could be looking at it on their phone. You know what I'm saying? But and all they got to do is get the link. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. All these community centers around here in Jackson, like that host these meetings, I'm telling you, we could put cameras up in all of them joints, and they got their own websites. Whoever's linked to their websites can go live. And they could forward it over if they got a Facebook page or whatever, if they got like where they're able to, where they got enough subscribers where they can go live or whatever the case, or not Facebook page but YouTube. I'm thinking about YouTube. But if they got enough subscribers where they can go live on YouTube or even on Facebook, or Instagram, whatever, they can go. If they can do it to where they can go live on those platforms, boom. Then send the link over there and everybody get it. If anybody subscribe to their channel, you know what I'm saying? That's what this is about. That way everybody get the information about what's going on in these communities. What are we doing in these communities? You know what I'm saying? Whenever they have a cleanup, you might have somebody else from another community want to come over and participate. But by the time they find out, it's all over with. Everybody don't go online to the websites to look at, like, typing it up and whatever, go on their phones or whatever. Some of them do, some of them don't. I want to put everybody in the loop. I want to be totally accessible to everyone. To everyone. You know what I'm saying? That's what interests me. That's the only reason why I raised saying about that. I want the information to be disseminated to everyone, to everyone. I don't want it to be just disseminated to just certain people that know how to access it. I want it to be automatically accessible. You ain't even got to work that hard to access it. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey grandbaby, hey grandson, come over here. Look, come here, baby, hit that link. My fingers ain't acting right. And all you do is hit the link. Boop! And you sitting there, and grandpop sitting there looking at the arm, looking at the joint on his phone. Even grandpop's got a touch screen phone. You know what I'm saying? Come on, B. Nah, I'm just saying. B. I'm just saying that that's real. That's real. But I don't know. I don't know. They just, like I said, everybody, they behind times. They behind times. You know, look, let me tell you something. I might get a lot of flack for these videos. I already know. But let me tell you something. I'm not saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing that I won't say to them. It's nothing that I won't say on these videos that I'm not gonna say to them. You're behind times. You need to come up to speed. Cause everybody can't get access. That's like I said, that's the only reason why I raise hell about this. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like I'm an outsider looking in. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I'm an outsider looking in. Y'all son of a guns been doing this crap for how long? For how long? I told Dr. Crawford when he decided that they wanted to do Zoom. He said because of his his microphone on his wheelchair, and he can't speak very loud because of his multiple sclerosis, and I understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, for me that's a goddamn shame. You know what I'm saying? There should be some better technology out there for him. So I said, well, I was looking at my let me show you. I was looking at this right here. These right here. Oh, the joint up. The joint. Sure. These joints right here. Looking at these joints. This joint right here is a cordless microphone. It's a cordless mic. And he can put it to him, right? And he ain't got to speak loud or nothing. Because these joints, they pick up. You know what I'm saying? And all you got to do is take this piece, connect it to the computer. Because it's got retrofits for it. This is the one that talks to the microphones talk to. You know what I'm saying? And all you gotta do is just hook that joint up to the mics, right? Hook it up to the mics. To their computer, because they got a computer in there. And it's USB. All they gotta do is hook it up to the USB to the because when they do Zoom, you know what I'm saying? Hook it up and they'll be able to hear him. And he ain't gotta speak loud. That's what I was trying to tell him. And you can have it. What I'm saying is, if you behind times of technology and understanding that there is technology out there for you to make those types of adjustments, bro, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you're gonna resort to stuff like being on Zoom all the damn time. But I do find it ironic he still be able to go to other meetings and all that kind of stuff. He has the propensity to go to the city council. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is this. You hosting a meeting, you know what I'm saying, live. If you gonna host a meeting on Zoom, come on, you can do it live. You could do it live. Straight up. You know, I'm just, you know, I'm just look. You could do a live and you could do it. You know what I'm saying? You know, on Zoom. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but like I said, if you don't know if you don't know the tech, what type of technologies out there that help you, you know, then you know what I'm saying. Hey, you gonna try to do what you know. You know, and that's the same thing with me being blind, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I was making, I was doing, I was working within the confinements of what I knew until I understood certain technologies. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I said, it's got to be something out here. See, I'm cut different. I don't settle for whatever. I don't settle for whatever. I don't settle for whatever. I was studying this database Postgres SQL stuff, and I studied the whole thing. And I got to a certain point where my screen reader wouldn't pick it up no more. So I figured out a way how to circumvent it. I don't accept just accepting, you know, what people give me. No, if there's something better out there, yo, I'm out. I'm out. I'm gonna do that. I'm not just gonna accept, you know what I'm saying, that my screen reader don't work and I just, put that program down and go do another one. No. Let's find out why. Why is my screen reader not working? Okay, well, if we can't get this thing to work the way it should be after we done tried a lot of different things, then let's try to find a way to hook this thing up to where this thing can talk to the screen reader can talk to it. And I found it. I don't even gotta touch the database. I can go through my bash scripting, hook the bash scripting to the database, and I ain't gonna never touch it. You see, problem solved. See, if you don't solve problems, resident, you know, if you don't solve a problem, you're gonna just accept what the circumstances is. But rest assured, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna get on down. Rest assured, when you devise a plan, well, let me say, when you devise a plan to solve a problem, believe me, another problem gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Or you create something. If you create something just out of your brain, you need to be creating the problem that may come with it, because a problem gonna come with it. A problem gonna come with it. Just like the person who invented, the person who invented like cars. You know what I'm saying? And the tires that go flat, that's a problem. So that had to be solved. A hose pipe, it's gonna get a nick. The problem got to be solved. So anything that you create is gonna have a problem with it. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is, I hope that they stop. I'm gonna keep pressing them. You know, look, I hope that something clicks in their brains. But I'm gonna tell you straight up and down. I'm gonna keep pressing them. I'm gonna keep pressing them. I don't mean no disrespect to nobody. I don't mean no disrespect to nobody. And if they take it like that, hey, that's on them. I am unapologetic. I'm not apologizing. I am the way I am. I'm made this way, and it is what it is. What you see right now is what you get. You see me like this, you're gonna see me like this when you see me live. You know what I'm saying? You want to see me like this when you want to see me live. I mean, straight up and down. I listen. I'm just this boisterous when I'm on this platform. But I can tell you when you're talking bull crap. But hey, look, listen. I love you. I love you, Jacktown. Yo, leave me a comment, yo, if you know what I'm saying. Click like and share and subscribe to the video. You know what I'm saying. Yo, run the lights up. Run the lights up. You know what I'm saying. Yo, this is the 601 meet. This is the 601 network. This is Real Jackson News. You know what I'm saying? With no fluff, no distractions. You know what I'm saying? Real news for real people like you, Jacktown. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow.